Khan Academy, Powers of 10, and we're working on the section that says multiply and divide decimals by 10, 100, and 1,000. So in this first problem, we have 0.09 times something is 0.9. So we're noticing that the digits are really the same, but what's happening is this decimal is just shifting 1 over to the right. Well, that tells us that it's times, and then that since it's only shifting 1 over, it's going to be by 10. And then here, when we look, we say, okay, well, this decimal is actually shifting 1 over because 0.009. So it's shifting 1 over, it's divided, so that's why it's going left, and it's only going over 1 space, so that's going to be by 10. Okay, if it's 1 space, it's going to be 10. If it's 2 spaces, that's going to be 100. And if it's 3 spaces, it's going to be 1,000. Okay, so in here, we're looking, how did we move that decimal? Well, that decimal actually moved here, and then it still moved 1 more, because then we have a 0 that we would place right here. So it moved twice. So if it moved twice, it's going to be 100. And then when I look at how it moved here, it moved after the 5, and then it moved again, and then it moved again. So that decimal actually moved 1, 2, 3 times, so that has to be 1,000. So 30 divided by 10. Remember, we're going to imagine and think about that decimal is actually right here. So if that decimal is right here and we're dividing by 10, we're going to shift it 1 over. So my answer is going to be 3.0. Okay, the biggest thing is to remember that in the number 30, there is a decimal. It's just kind of hiding out after the number. So 30 divided by 100, we're going to take that decimal and shift it twice. Okay, 100 means we move it 2 times. So 1, 2, so my answer is going to be decimal 30. And then for the last one, I'm going to think about my decimal being right here. I'm going to move it 3 times because I'm dividing by 1,000. So 1, 2, 3 times, and then I can fill in the empty space with a 0. So decimal 030 is going to be my answer. And then arrange the cards below to show the solution. So the first thing I'm going to do here is actually just figure out my answer before even trying to play with these cards. So if I have 4.076 and I'm timesing it by 100, that means my decimal is moving 2 times to the right. So 1, 2. So my answer is going to be 407.6. So then I can just grab my cards, 407.6, and hit check.